Over the period of the lockdown, I've been speaking to numerous singers and entertainers, catching up with them and seeing what they're doing and filling out the time. I'm delighted to welcome a gentleman, a really polished performer who always does an excellent stage show in concerts, dances, wherever he's been singing for many moons. It's great to catch up with him again, it really is. The one and only John McNicholl. John, how are you?
Hello, Jerry. I'm very, very good. I hope that you're keeping well as well during this lockdown, this strange times that we're living in. Indeed,
yes. Doing well. The busiest is with the radio, but it's you were as usual a busy lad all over the place in Ireland and in the UK and Scotland and every place, and then suddenly it all came to a crashing stop.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just due to embark on our UK tour, and we're back home. We took back home in Ireland to tour, and we're to go to America, and all of that has just been gone overnight, and it was a big shock to the system for all of us, and when you're on the entertainment circuit, you're kind of living, I think, Jerry, within this big bubble that each weekend just flies by. Weeks seem like days when you're doing the type of work that we're doing, traveling so much. And, to get time now to kind of reflect and all that, it's a bit strange and weird for us to have time, for me to have time at home with mum and dad. I usually get about 2 days at home and away travelling again, but I've been here with mum and dad from the 12th of March. I've been here so I've been here. They're probably sick looking at me at this stage.
I doubt that. Yes, it really must be for the likes of you, who's away, all over the place, travelling all the time each weekend. Like the Saturday, sort of the Friday nights, Saturday nights, and all that must have seemed very, very strange or weird.
Oh, definitely. It's so strange because you're getting all these nights now. You're off. Every day of the week you're off, and every day seems like a Saturday, for me anyway, at home. But it's just strange. You take small things like being able to travel to like London or to America, wherever it may be, all over Ireland. You take those things for granted, I think we all did as well, just kind of jump on a plane or jump on a train or whatever it may be. You just take those things for granted, but it's definitely changed dramatically for all of us, I suppose.
Indeed so, and it certainly was a major slap. Whereas you say you suddenly you could travel any place, and now suddenly there's no travel, there's no anything. Are you do you have you done any little bit of singing or music since you stopped?
Yes, we've done a few things, a few lockdown sessions from the house here, just myself singing just a few songs and chatting to the people, and they're very, very popular because people think that they're still being entertained by the singers or whatever, and it's great for me to catch up with the people as well and to see their comments and to see the feedback on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or all those social media outlets. And indeed what you're doing yourself, Jerry, playing the music on the radio show as well, is great for the people. It makes them feel like they have company and the music is keeping them going as well. I think music is a great healer, and in these times I think we appreciate it even more. Even myself, I've been listening to lots of music, and it gets you by each day, to listen to songs and to listen to music and to hear all the radio shows. And I think that's important, for us to keep that going for all the fans out there, and they really do appreciate it.
Indeed, and it's actually interesting what you say that yes, music is a great healer and can be as you say, fantastic company for people. So it's absolutely superb. Have you been in contact with any of your band members since you parted ways so suddenly?
Yes, we all had this WhatsApp or Instagram group, chat group thing to be on there chatting all the time, and they find it very weird as well because musicians or singers are it's kind of like a wee environment of our own type thing. We're travelling all the time and we can share lots of stories, and we have a lot in common as well, I suppose, and they've all come to a halt as well, and they're getting to spend time with their families. And indeed, they're all enjoying the time with their families and their partners or whatever it may be, and but they're looking forward to, please God, getting back on the road again, and hopefully that's sooner rather than later. We don't know when. I suppose, like everyone else, we're just waiting to hear what the government has to say or the World Health Organization have to say in the coming weeks and months. So hopefully it's positive news and we can get back out entertaining sometime, I don't know when, but hopefully it'll happen sometime soon.
Yes, and it's great to hear, John, that you're keeping people, in the loop, so to speak, and that you're doing it on you're doing it on social media is excellent. I think it's an interesting thing with the times that we have. I think social media has and IT has really come into its own in a completely and totally different world.
Yeah, definitely, because I find even mum and dad there in the morning, they stick on the radio and they stick on the television to see the news and to listen to the music on the radio. And, it's great company for them. I'm here, obviously, with mum and dad, but when I'm not here, my family's all busy with their own lives and all, it's great company for them. But, it really is that the social media outlets are great for people, especially people living on their own too, that have no family and maybe cocooned on their own. It's great company for them to keep in touch with the outside world, really, isn't it?
Indeed.
It keeps them up to date with what's going on in other people's lives.
Indeed, truly amazing, and it certainly is, as they say, it's a very different world, and seems like going on for another little while in this way.
Absolutely, I think it'll be some time before things return to some kind of a normal again. For me as well, I've been home. I came home to visit mum and dad in March just for a few days before I would go on tour because I was going away for a long time. But I come home and mum had been very sick all year and had been in hospital very, very ill and, almost didn't make it. She was so ill. But she's been at home for the last few months and she had carers and nurses coming around to look after her. But that had to stop as well because of the COVID-19. So I've had to take the role as the nurse and do the things the nurses were doing for mum as well. And thankfully she's doing very, very well, Jerry, thank God, and Dad as well. Daddy has got dementia, so it's very confusing for him. His routine is gone because for people that suffer with dementia, they like to have a routine that they get up in the morning, they know what they're doing at 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock or whatever, but that's all upside down for Dad. So it's for me, it's a tough job to try and keep them both, I suppose, healthy and right and try and do as much as I can for them as well, It's tough, but it's very enjoyable to spend time with them as well. I appreciate the great time, and I've never had this long with mum and dad since I was a child because I've been touring and travelling all over the world. So it's great to catch up and to get a bit of painting and gardening and that type of stuff done as well. So it's good.
Excellent. That's excellent, and indeed well done on all you're doing. Glad to hear that your mother is doing well. That's excellent. It's interesting you say about doing the gardening. I've spoken to a lot of singers and entertainers, and it seems as though their gardens will have never before been near as good as they are today.
Yeah, well, mum and dad have a lovely garden, but to be honest, Jerry, I wouldn't know the difference in a weed and a plant. I'm not a very good gardener at all. I have to ask them what is a flower and what isn't. But I enjoy being outdoors, and helping them as much as I can. But I wouldn't be a gardener at all. I enjoy painting. I was painting doors and skirting boards and out around the house painting and things here. So it's been good doing that. I find that very therapeutic as well. So it's been good to to do that and to relax as well.
Indeed so. John, listen, it's lovely to catch up with you, and I'm glad you're doing well and going well, and your parents as well. And listen, we'll fingers crossed, that we all stay safe and we eventually come out the other side of it. And I look forward to meeting up with you along the way.
Absolutely. And Jerry, thank you very much. And indeed, on behalf of myself and of all the singers, I hope they don't mind me speaking on their behalf. Thank you for bringing our music to the homes of so many people as well, Jerry. We appreciate the great job that you're doing for everyone and from all of us as well. Thank you for the great job you've done over the years. For many, many years, you played our music and brought it to the homes of so many people. And we appreciate what you do, Jerry. And keep up the great work yourself and keep safe and keep well, everyone. And we look forward to catching up with everyone. When this is all over, we'll get back out dancing and having the crack again, and we'll enjoy our lives again.
John, thank you very much indeed. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, Terry.